Hey, ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention just for a sec? Last call for lunch. If you haven't got your lunch in the buffet, please literally run through right now, because we're starting in 2 minutes. Hey, Susie. All right. 1 more minute. I always come up here several times before I get started. John Tristan used to be here, James Roy, say to those guys that they're always getting this done. He knew that I would come up here all the time. And he could just tell when I was getting ready to start, he would go, "We're going to start." Now we have like 15 things in my pockets. All right.
Are they going to take the food away? Are they going to leave?
They'll probably have to leave. I don't think they're gonna. Oh, you mean back there? I don't know. I just asked Susie to give me a plate. Maybe after we introduce her to run in and get some. Have you not eaten?
No,
I don't usually eat at all, but it looked pretty good.
Yeah. I didn't want to have anything happen when I'm standing up here.
All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me in the back? All the way in the back. Give me the thumbs up. All right. Thank you. Good afternoon. How y'all doing today? My name is Bob McKenna. I'm President and CEO of the Virginia Peninsula Chamber. And on behalf of the Virginia Peninsula Chamber, the York County Chamber, and York County, we would like to officially welcome you to the 2026 York County State of the County. Before we get started, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen. All right, welcome to the third State of the County event we've managed to pull off in the last 7 years. Our first was in 2019 at the American Revolution Museum, and we said, let's do this every year. And then we got sidetracked by that little government lockdown in 2020. We got back to it in 2022, and I thought we had a really nice event. And then we ghosted each other. Was it something I said? So I did a little research about August 25th because I always like to know what we're celebrating. And apparently, have you seen the National Day calendar, everybody? I know all the Lead Peninsula graduates have seen it. There's a National Day calendar, and every day has things that we should be celebrating, and some of them are really ridiculous. But apparently today is National Kiss and Make Up Day. I thought, well, that's either a remarkable coincidence or somebody knew what they were doing when they picked that date. Because today we have the county, the York County Chamber, and the Virginia Peninsula Chamber all back together to talk about the present successes and the future of York County. And what better place to do it than this beautiful new Greater Williamsburg Sports and Events Center. This facility is actually a pretty good metaphor for what we're here to talk about today. Bringing people together, creating opportunities, and building something bigger than any one organization could build on its own. So we're delighted to be here. We're delighted to be partnering again with York County and the York County Chamber, and we're excited to hear from Chairman Doug Holroyd and Administrator Mark Bellamy. So let's get moving. On to the program. We would like first to acknowledge some special friends in attendance this afternoon, and the one-clap rule is held in abeyance today. State Senator Danny Diggs, a man who needs no introduction in this county. Delegate Virgil Thornton. Delegate Mark Downey. Newport News Vice Mayor Curtis Bethany. City Councilman Rob Coleman. City Councilman Marcellus Harris. Chairman of the James City County Board of Supervisors, John McGlennon. Also from James City County, Supervisor Ruth Larson. Supervisor John Moyer from New Kent County. Terry Benez, President and CEO of the Greater Williamsburg Chamber of Commerce. Matt Scalia, Executive Director and lead bus driver for WADA. Nancy Gurdon, President and CEO of the Hampton Roads Regional Roundtable. Bob Crum, Executive Director of the Hampton Roads Planning District Commission. Doug Smith, President and CEO of the Hampton Roads Alliance. Rick Dwyer, Executive Director of the Hampton Roads Military and Federal Facilities Alliance. Members of the Peninsula Chamber Board and the York County Chamber Board of Directors in attendance, please stand and be recognized. And members of Lead Peninsula and Lead Higher, past and present, please stand and be recognized. Look at that group. All right. Now I'm going to pass the mic over to my friend Mike Lewis, President of the York County Chamber, to introduce the distinguished guests from York County.
Thanks, Bob. Thank you for everybody for coming. This is a great venue, isn't it? First, I'd like to thank Bob and his staff at the Peninsula Chamber for spearheading this and working together. It's been a beautiful relationship and looking forward to more and more.
Kiss and make up.
Yes, sir. So I am the current president of the Chamber of Commerce. I would also like to welcome all of you to the State of County Address. The York Chamber is headed up, by our Executive Administrator, Tracy Harsey. Tracy, can you stand to be recognized? And by our volunteer board, many of whom are here, including myself as a volunteer, I am the president. I have the privilege of acknowledging the following in attendance from York County. From the Board of Supervisors, Chairman Doug Holroyd, Vice Chair Tom Shepard, Steve Rowan, Sheila Knoll, Wayne Drury, County Administrator Mark Bellamy, Kristen Nelson from the Clerk of the Circuit Court, Sarah Webb, Commissioner of the Revenue, Kristen Reed, Commonwealth's Attorney, Sheriff Ron Montgomery, Fire Chief Alan Baldwin, Treasurer Candace Kelly. From the school board, Mark Schaefer. Also from the school board, Zoran Pajevich. Kimberly Goodwin, James Richardson, Linda Fairman. Sorry, our apologies if we forgot anybody, but we think that's it. Bob?
Thanks, Mike. Okay, now we would like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. And the pay-as-you-go rule is in effect, which means the presenting sponsor gets 5 claps, the silver sponsor, because we don't have a gold, gets 3, the bronze gets 2, the supporting sponsors get 1. So before I get started, would any of the silvers like to upgrade to a gold sponsorship? Okay, we'll move on. So pay-as-you-go rule is in effect. First, extended applause for today's presenting sponsor, Town Bank. Our silver sponsors, Go Commute, 3, right? Langley Federal Credit Union, Versability Resources. Bronze sponsors, 2 claps, Abbott Realty, Chesapeake Bank, Dominion Energy, Guernsey Tingle, Henderson Inc., Mid-Atlantic Commercial, Centera Williamsburg, YMCA of the Virginia Peninsulas, YMCA of the Virginia Peninsulas, York County Economic Development Authority, Yorktown Materials. Photography partner is Frederick's Photo and Films. Okay, supporting sponsors are James River Audio Visual Services. Thanks, James River. 1, Yorktown Flower Shop. That's it. All right, good job. I'd also like to thank and recognize Delano Singleton of Singleton Media. He's our videographer today, so thanks Delano, and thanks Singleton Media. Okay, it is now my great pleasure to introduce our presenting sponsor from Town Bank. Alexis Swan is the president of Town Bank's Peninsula and Williamsburg regions. Alexis joined Town Bank in 2019 and brings more than 32 years of experience in the financial services industry. She provides leadership for 2 of Town Bank's largest markets, as well as the bank's community engagement and philanthropic efforts throughout the region. Alexis is a graduate of Howard University, go Bison, and holds an MBA in finance from William and Mary, go Tribe. She is also a certified financial planner and has long been a strong advocate for financial literacy and helping individuals and families achieve financial security. But Alexis's commitment to our community extends well beyond her professional role. She serves on numerous regional boards, including Riverside Health, United Way of the Virginia Peninsula, the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Virginia Peninsula, and the Williamsburg Chamber of Commerce. She also serves on the Board of Visitors at Virginia Commonwealth University, go Rams. Her leadership and service have earned her numerous honors, most recently being named the Virginia Peninsula Chamber's First Citizen in 2025. She has also been recognized by Virginia Business, the Urban League of Hampton Roads, and other organizations for her leadership and contributions to our community. We are grateful to Town Bank for being our presenting sponsor today, and especially grateful to have Alexis with us. Please join me in welcoming Alexis Swan.
Oh, I went the wrong way. That's typical of me. I went the wrong way. What is happening? Okay. Well, good afternoon, everyone. It is my pleasure to be here to represent Town Bank and also to represent York County. I have an affinity to York County. It's where I raised my kids. And my kids went through York County Public Schools. They're now in doctorate programs, so I think they prepared them pretty well. Yeah. But Town Bank is honored to be the presenting sponsor for this event. When Bob calls, who says no? I said, sure. How can I help? That's what I do every time he calls. But here on the Greater Peninsula, we have 9 offices to serve you, including one that's in Yorktown on George Washington Highway. I have my manager there. Shout out to Brittany. And then we also have 2 Newtown and 1 in Kings Mill. So I have a Kings Mill manager here. Dane, thank you for being here. So we have several offices, and we have acquired several through our partnership. And I'm not going to say this anymore, but this is the last couple months we're going to say we acquired or have partnered with Old Point this year. And so we have acquired new family members, and it's going great. So I hope everyone is having a good experience with the merger. We are honored that thousands of small businesses choose Town Bank as their financial partner. Providing financial solutions to help you succeed is an effort we take seriously every day. And over the past years, we have committed our dedication to serving others and enriching lives by supporting hundreds of local charitable organizations. And we've given back over $144 million to this community, and I'm proud of that fact. Thank you. I wanted to mention one in particular that we helped with a large grant a couple of years ago that's really benefiting from it. It's called CHATS. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. It's called Cole's Horse Autism Therapy Station. They have 21 acres in York County, and they specialize in equine-assisted therapy. CHATS has given back to this community. It was inspired by Dr. McGavern and her son, Cole, who's autistic. And we were able to fund for some simulation stations, some playground equipment, all to help the area's families and children serve this important demographic. So we're proud of that. So now it's my pleasure, enough about Town Bank. It's never enough about Town Bank. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Mark Bellamy, the York County Administrator. Mark joined York County in 2001 and is celebrating 25 years of service with the county. He moved from his role as Fleet Manager to Director of General Services, then Director of Public Works. He served as Deputy County Administrator before assuming his current position as County Administrator in 2024. He oversees a number of departments and also represents the interests of York County locally and regionally in organizations that include the Virginia Peninsula Regional Jail and the Historic Recreational Facilities Authority. Mark holds a BA in business from Virginia Wesleyan University. I'm not like Bob, I can't remember all the mascots, and an MBA from Averett University. In 2016, he graduated from the University of Virginia's Weldon Cooper Center for Public Service Center Executive Institute, and he is a President Emeritus of the Grafton Kiwanis Club. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Bellamy.
Okay, well, good afternoon and welcome, everyone. It is wonderful to see so many leaders from across the peninsula gathered in a space the three jurisdictions of the Historic Triangle are so proud of, the Greater Williamsburg Sports and Events Center. Stand up York County and James City County and Williamsburg to be recognized. Soon, this incredible facility will be welcoming student athletes from across the country. That's something to celebrate, and there is so much to see here. I encourage you to look around the center after today's program. But now, for the reason we are all gathered here today, on behalf of our staff, our elected officials, and everyone who works each day to serve this community, thank you for joining us for York County's 2026 State of the Union. Today is an opportunity to reflect where we are, recognize the work that's been accomplished, and look ahead to the opportunities that lie before us. As our community continues to grow, we are making thoughtful investments in our schools, our economy, our parks, our public safety, and the infrastructure that supports all of that, all while preserving the character and quality of life that make York County such an exceptional place to call home. That's what today's theme is, forward. That's what it's all about. Moving forward with purpose, moving forward together, and moving forward while never losing sight of the values that brought us here. Now, to share more about that vision for York County's future, it is my pleasure to introduce York County's Board of Supervisors Chairman, Doug Holroyd. Doug? Doug? Doug, where are you, Doug?
Hey, Mark, I'm on my way, but I need to check this place out first. I can't believe how big it is. I mean, it's massive. Let's see what I can get into. Believe it or not, this floor can become the largest turf rollout system in the country. One day, basketball. The next day, soccer or flag football. Of course, there's pickleball, America's fastest growing sport, although I've never understood why they call it pickleball. Open gyms, regional tournaments, championship games. These courts are ready for some serious competition. Okay, so where's the hockey rink? Well, maybe that's in the next expansion. Even this adventure gym is incredible. Well, I guess the only way from here is forward. That was great. I can't wait to try that again. Well, I guess I better change. All right, Mark, here I come. Quite a jump. That may be a short jump for the kids. It's not. Need to take a second, just catch my breath. Hello, everyone. Isn't this place incredible? What you just saw is only a glimpse of the energy and opportunity this facility brings to our region. And it captures exactly what York County is all about. Moving forward with purpose, progress, and pride. I'm proud to welcome you to the place that highlights what we can achieve together as we move forward. And this facility is also a great example of something else you'll hear about today, the power of partnership. York County, James City County, City of Williamsburg came together around a shared vision. And the result is a regional asset that will create opportunities and economic impact for the three communities for years to come. That same forward-thinking approach is driving our economy. York County is moving forward with a clear vision for economic growth, business opportunity, and a vibrant tourism economy. Strong communities don't happen by chance. They're built through thoughtful planning, strategic investment, and a commitment to creating opportunities for generations to come. That's why we've taken intentional steps to strengthen these areas. This June, the Sail Yorktown Festival, commemorating our nation's 250th birthday, welcomed over 30,000 visitors to the waterfront, nearly 10,000 riders on the trolley, a boost to local business and a showcase of our community spirit. This year alone, we have celebrated 13 ribbon-cutting ceremonies, marking brand new and expanded businesses that are strengthening our economy. And through the first half of 2026, York County has welcomed 213 new businesses. Another sign of the strong and welcoming environment we're creating for entrepreneurs and businesses in our community. Growing and diversifying our economy is essential to the success of our community. No one has been a greater champion for our business community than District 3 Supervisor Wayne Drury, and I thank him for his commitment to fostering a healthy economy in York County. Now let's take a closer look at the growth and momentum happening across York County.
Every storefront, every visitor, every new opportunity, they all help move York County forward.
A strong community starts with a strong economy. That's why we're supporting local entrepreneurs, attracting new investment, and creating opportunities that help businesses grow right here in York County. A diverse economy creates stability, expands employment opportunities, and helps ensure York County remains competitive for generations to come. But economic development doesn't stop with business. Every visitor who chooses York County supports our restaurants, our shops, attractions, and hotels, creating economic activity that benefits our entire community. From the Sail Yorktown Festival to America's 250th anniversary, we're creating experiences that attract visitors from across the nation and around the world. That momentum is already putting the historic Triangle and York County in the national spotlight, as national media like the Today Show showcases the place where America's independence was ultimately secured. Every new business, every visitor, and every investment strengthens the services, infrastructure, and quality of life that make York County such an exceptional place to call home.
Because moving forward means more than welcoming new businesses.
It means making thoughtful decisions today that ensure York County remains the exceptional place we call home for generations to come.
Those kids had a whole lot more energy than I did climbing those steps in the adventure gym. As we continue moving forward, nothing shapes our future more powerfully than the education we provide to the next generation. Here in York County, that commitment is unmistakable. York County schools continue to set the standard for excellence in education, not just here at home, but across the Commonwealth and the nation. And the results speak for themselves. York County schools were recently ranked #1 best school district in Virginia for 2026 by Niche, whose ratings are data-driven and review-based. It's one of the most widely used national sources for school comparisons. York County is also one of only 6 Purple Star school divisions in Virginia, recognizing our strong support for military-connected students and their families. Our commitment extends beyond the classroom. Through extracurricular activities, students across the county stay engaged. One key opportunity is the York County Youth Commission, where District 4 Supervisor Stephen Rohn serves as the board's liaison. This important commission helps create opportunities for students to be heard and engaged in their community. Stephen, thank you for the service that you provide to our children. These accomplishments show what happens when a community invests in its kids. Strong schools, strong outcomes, and a strong future. Across Virginia, local governments bear the primary responsibility of funding school facilities. We can debate where that responsibility should rest and whether more support should come from the Commonwealth. But at the end of the day, the needs of our schools and our students still have to be addressed. The board also believes that when it comes to a decision this important, our citizens should have a voice. And that's why the Board of Supervisors has placed a 1% local sales tax referendum before the voters this November. If approved, it would create a dedicated funding source for school capital, supported not only by York County residents, but also by hundreds of thousands of visitors who shop, dine in our community each year. Ultimately, that decision belongs to the voters. Personally, I believe this is a referendum on maintaining the quality of our schools. But regardless of the outcome, our responsibility remains the same: to plan for the long-term needs of our schools and provide the facilities our students need to learn, grow, and succeed. And now let's take a closer look at the schools at the heart of our commitment to the next generation.
A great education begins long before the first bell rings. It begins with a community committed to the shared responsibility in giving every student the best opportunity to succeed. And across York County, our schools are places where students learn, explore, create, and grow. These spaces are where ideas take root, where talents are discovered, and where futures begin to take shape. That commitment extends beyond our own campuses through a long-standing partnership with Virginia Peninsula Community College, providing students opportunities to earn college credit, explore career pathways, and gain valuable experience before graduation. By investing in these opportunities, we're investing in the future of our students and the strength of our community. And by addressing aging facilities and critical infrastructure, we're working to ensure our schools remain safe and effective learning environments for today's students and future generations. These recognitions aren't the goal, they are the result. The result of outstanding educators, engaged families, strong community support, and an unwavering commitment to serving our community with excellence. Because education is one of the most important investments a community can make.
I'd like to take a moment and have York County School Board members and school representatives stand to be recognized. Thank you. Thank you for your leadership and the commitment to educational excellence. These achievements reflect the dedication of our students, teachers, staff, administrators, and school board who live the division's mission every day. Embrace, engage, empower. And that mission recognizes that success looks different for every student. Forward learning isn't about preparing every student for the same path. It's about preparing every student for their path. Whether they choose to enlist in service to our country, enroll in college or further education, or become employed and begin career in the trades, our responsibility is to make sure that when they graduate from York County schools, they are prepared for what comes next. I like to capture that as embrace, engage, plus empower equals enlist, enroll, and employ. Because forward learning is about more than our school system. In York County, learning isn't limited to a single classroom or even a particular age. Our libraries and special programs showcase lifelong learning and partnerships that allow us to expand opportunities and better serve each and every one of our residents.
Hey, Branson. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Keegan. Hey, Riley. Come on in.
Our commitment to learning extends beyond the classroom. Through programs like Head Start, some of York County's youngest learners are building the skills and confidence that help prepare them for success in school and beyond. And learning doesn't end when formal education does. Our libraries provide opportunities for residents at every stage of life, from early literacy and children's programs to technology, workforce resources, lifelong learning, and opportunities to connect with others. That commitment also reaches beyond jurisdictional boundaries. Through our long-standing partnership with James City County and the City of Williamsburg, the Williamsburg Regional Library expands access to resources, programs, technology, and experiences for residents throughout our region. It's another example of what we can accomplish when communities work together around a shared purpose. Because forward learning isn't defined by an age, a classroom, or a single path. It's about creating opportunities for everyone to keep learning, growing, and discovering what's possible throughout their lives.
From strengthening our economy to investing in our schools, York County continues to move forward with purpose. But a thriving community is about more than jobs and classrooms. It's also about the places where families gather, neighbors connect, and lifelong memories are made. Forward community is about the parks, the trails, water sports, recreational opportunities that enrich our quality of life and make York County such a special place to call home. York County residents are making great use of our parks and recreation programs. Each year, more than 33,000 participants take place in county recreational programs, while our parks welcome more than 350,000 visitors each year. That's a tremendous level of participation and a clear reminder of how important recreation, outdoor spaces, and opportunities to connect are to the quality of life we value in York County. We surveyed York County residents and asked them what they wanted to see more of in their community, and they spoke loud and clear. We are investing in our parks and family activities to allow residents of all ages to enjoy the nature and beauty York County has to offer. As we look to the future, we remain committed to creating more opportunities for residents of all ages to stay active and enjoy the outdoors. This year was extra special as we not only celebrated our nation's 250th anniversary, but also welcome representatives from Saarbrücken, Germany, through our Sister Cities program. The connection between Yorktown and Saarbrücken is storied and deep. A special shout out to District 2 Supervisor Sheila Knoll, who welcomed the Saarbrücken delegation and has deepened the connection between our two communities. Sheila, thank you for your endless work on behalf of the residents of York County and your 30-plus years of service to the Board of Supervisors. Now let's take a closer look at the progress, the partnerships, and the experiences that make York County such a special place to call home.
Planning for the future means more than preparing for growth. It means protecting the quality of life that defines this community. Across York County, our parks and recreational spaces provide opportunities to connect, stay active, and enjoy the natural beauty that makes this such a special place to call home. From neighborhood parks and athletic fields to our unique waterways, residents have countless opportunities to explore the outdoors, from trails and sports to fishing, boating, and water recreation along the York River and Chesapeake Bay. As we look forward to the future, projects like Trail 757 will create even more ways to connect our community and experience all that York County has to offer. This year, York County launched its first ever Parks and Recreation Comprehensive Plan. Through extensive community engagement, residents helped identify the priorities and amenities that matter most. Together with our capital improvement program, this plan creates a long-term roadmap that will guide future investments and ensure our parks continue to meet the needs of current and future generations.
Because parks are more than places on a map, they are where our community comes together. Through deliberative planning and investment, we're preserving these spaces as places to connect, play, and thrive for years to come.
Thank you. Throughout today's program, you've heard about the investments we're making in York County's future. But none of them matter without one fundamental promise, that the people who live, work, and visit here are safe. That same spirit of service lives on today in deputies, firefighters, EMS personnel, and emergency communications professionals who stand ready around the clock. As we continue our forward journey, we recognize one of the most essential commitments we make to our community, keeping York County safe. And we're doing that in smart and innovative ways. This year, the Fire and Life Safety Department launched a new whole blood program, giving paramedics the ability to deliver life-saving transfusions in the field, something that dramatically improves survival rates in critical trauma situations. It's one of the most advanced programs of its kind in the region and a major step forward for emergency medical care. Our Sheriff's Office continues to keep York County one of the lowest crime communities in the region, thanks to proactive policing, strong community relationships, and a focus on prevention. A special shout out goes to our greatest ambassadors, the Canine Division, whose dedication and partnership play an invaluable role in keeping our community safe. I wish I had them up here on the stage. Behind the scenes, our regional 911 center is operating with some of the most impressive technology available. Systems that allow faster response times, more precise location tracking, and seamless coordination between fire, EMS, and law enforcement. It's a level of capability that many communities simply don't have. All of these efforts work together to ensure York County remains not just a great place to live, but a safe, protected, and well-served community.
Every emergency is different, but no one responds alone. When someone calls 911, an entire team goes to work.
Emergencies start with a 911 call. Our dispatchers quickly gather critical information, determine what resources need to be deployed, and send first responders to the field.
Whether it's a structure fire, a serious crash, medical emergency, or severe weather, every response depends on teamwork.
Our deputies,
our firefighters and EMS personnel,
and our emergency communications professionals.
911, where's your emergency?
train together,
communicate together,
and respond together.
No two emergencies are ever the same. That's why we prepare every day.
we continue investing in technology, training, and the dedicated people who serve this community, so every agency is ready when we're needed most.
Public safety isn't just about responding, it's about being prepared before emergencies happen.
It's about strong partnerships, communications, and serving our communities.
Together,
we stand ready
to serve York County.
Together we're keeping York County safe.
And just to point out, there's an entire team working behind the scenes to get information out to the public. That includes public information officers from both fire and sheriff's offices, plus a broader county public affairs team. They're actually the ones who produced all the videos you're seeing today. Thank you, team. Perhaps the biggest change we're making isn't a new building, a new road, or even a new program. It's the way we plan. For many years, local government naturally focused on the next budget, the next project, and the immediate needs in front of us. But today, we're looking much further ahead, asking not only what York County needs now, but what our community will need in 5, 10, even 15 years into the future. As our community grows, so too do our needs. I would be remiss if I did not offer my sincere thanks for the contributions of District 5 Board of Supervisor Vice Chair Tom Shepard. In his many years of advocating on behalf of York County for transportation projects up and down the peninsula and in Hampton Roads. Tom, the residents of York County and the peninsula are thankful for your years of service and your large and meaningful contributions to infrastructure improvements in Hampton Roads and the I-64 corridor. So thank you. That shift, our move towards long-range planning that looks 15, sometimes 30 or even 50 years into the future, so that today's choices support York County's long-term well-being, is already changing the way we make decisions. It's about listening to residents earlier in the process, being transparent about the choices before us, and making thoughtful investments that strengthen our community while protecting its long-term financial health. And with innovative efforts like the award-winning, highly popular Gov series, we're engaging residents in deeper, more meaningful ways to ensure that their voices help shape York County's future.
The future of York County is shaped by the decisions we make today. And behind every project, every service, and every improvement is a team of dedicated employees planning ahead and looking beyond today's needs and preparing for the opportunities of tomorrow. That forward-thinking approach can be seen throughout York County government. We're moving towards a more strategic, long-term approach to capital planning, preparing for future investments in our facilities, infrastructure, and community resources. We're planning for future school capital needs, developing our first Parks and Rec comprehensive plan, and evaluating the future needs of our courthouse and justice system to ensure these essential services continue to support our community. We're also investing in the people who make York County work. Through the county's first comprehensive compensation study in decades and ongoing evaluation of employee benefit strategies, we're strengthening our ability to attract and retain the talented professionals who serve our residents every day. Through the York County Government Series, residents have been able to meet the people behind local government and learn more about the services, projects, and programs that impact our community. Much of this work happens behind the scenes, but its impact can be felt throughout York County. That commitment to thoughtful planning, responsible stewardship, and transparency has earned national recognition. York County earned the Government Finance Officers Association's prestigious Triple Crown Award. This placed us amongst a select group of governments nationwide that were recognized for excellence in budgeting, financial reporting, and financial transparency. It's a reflection of our commitment to openness and accountability, including an award-winning popular annual financial report that makes county finances easier to understand for our residents. These honors reflect more than awards. They represent the dedication of employees who keep York County moving forward and the thoughtful decisions being made today to build a stronger community for tomorrow.
On behalf of the York County Board of Supervisors, we thank each and every one of our county employees. Our county would not be what it is today without your incredible dedication to our residents. And for that, I think we should give our employees a tremendous round of applause. They're not just meeting today's needs, they're helping prepare York County for tomorrow. Every project, every improvement, every decision strengthens our community and helps ensure future generations enjoy the same exceptional quality of life we value today. Throughout today's program, you've seen more than new projects or recent accomplishments. You've seen a community that's planning ahead, making thoughtful investments, preparing for future generations, and preserving the exceptional quality of life that makes York County such a special place to call home. Every investment we make, every partnership we strengthen, every decision we make today helps shape York County for our children and our grandchildren. Our greatest achievements aren't simply behind us, they're still ahead. And together, we move forward. That's one of my favorite videos. I just wish we had one of the cameramen trying to take the pictures. As we look ahead to 2031, 250 years after we gained independence on the battlefields of Yorktown, we're reminded that every generation has the responsibility to prepare the way for the next. This once-in-a-generation milestone will bring renewed attention to the place where history changed forever. But it will also serve as a reminder of our responsibility today to preserve our legacy, embrace new opportunities, and continue moving York County forward for generations to come. And as we reflect on that responsibility, I want to leave you with something simple, yet meaningful, that you'll take home today. In your gift bag, you'll find an oyster shucker and a bag of coffee. At first glance, they may seem like an unusual pair, but together they tell a story about who we are. The oyster shucker honors the long oystering tradition woven into York County's history, a reminder of the resilience and determination that have always carried us forward. The coffee represents the spirit of modern York County, a small business that began in a basement, grew into a name recognized across the peninsula, proving that innovation and progress are alive and well here. As we move towards 2031 and beyond, let these symbols remind us that our strength comes from our heritage, our ambition, what we've preserved, and what we are still building, and the leadership present within our county. Finally, I'd like to recognize 3 people for a phenomenal job in putting together today's presentation. Kelly Tatum, Manager of our Public Affairs, Drew Copley, Video Production Supervisor, and Trevor Webb, Senior Management Analyst. Thank you to this team, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Chairman Holroyd, Administrator Bellamy, for that fabulous program. It was interesting, informative, entertaining, and inspirational. Can we have one final round of applause for that program? Okay, in closing, I'd like to thank our sponsors once more quickly. Golf clap rule is in effect, and that means just a light clap through the entire thing. Town Bank, Go Commute, Langley Federal Credit Union, Versability Resources, Abbott Realty, Chesapeake Bank, Dominion Energy, Guernsey Tingle, Henderson Inc., Mid-Atlantic Commercial Real Estate, Centera Williamsburg, YMCA of the Virginia Peninsulas, York County Economic Development Authority, Yorktown Materials, Fredericks Photo and Films, James River Audiovisual Services, Yorktown Flower Shop, and Singleton Media. Thanks to all of you. Okay, and a few more thank yous to the people who worked so hard to make this possible. From the Peninsula Chamber, Susie Johnson and her team. That doesn't include me because I didn't do any of this. So. Tracy Harsey from the York County Chamber and her team. And as Chairman Holroyd already mentioned, Kelly Tatum and her team from York County. Fabulous job. Thank you so much. Over to you, Mike.
Again, thank you for everybody for joining us today. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Bob, and your staff for working together on this, because together we are better. So thank you for joining us, and have a great day.
See you next year.